Peace, love, and light, family, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you're new to tarot and you don't know how this works, it is a general reading, so everything won't resonate. Please take only what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Also, keep in mind that roles are interchangeable, so you should place yourself and anybody in your story where you know they belong, because only you know where the people in your story go. That includes being honest with yourself about your position in your own story, okay? Also, keep in mind that these readings are regardless of gender, okay? You may see a woman or a man on the card. It doesn't matter. We're talking about energy, and we all have both masculine and feminine energies, okay? So let's get into it. Let's see what this new moon in Libra is bringing in for us, okay? It's funny because I usually read myself before I do general readings just to pull my own energy so I can get that out the way, right? But Spirit guided me away from that today. Spirit was like, no, you know, pull for yourself and the collective. So let's see what comes out. I'm excited to see if it resonates with me. I hope it resonates with you. I'm excited to experience this new moon energy. Look at this. The cards are just wanting to come out. New love is definitely around the corner. This is the first new moon after eclipse season. So you guys, I hope you start to feel that that energy ease up, lighten up, because eclipse season was not playing. It came in punching. We do have Mercury retrograde approaching. I haven't checked the dates on that, but I feel like it's sometime in early November. So if you're like me, you've already started to feel the energy. Like I already started to pick up on certain things, right? So anyway, let's get into it. Call my spirit guides, divine creator source, to guide and protect me with this reading and assist me with delivering these messages to the collective. All right, you guys, let's get into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for us for this new moon in Libra? Tell us about what we're leaving behind. Tell us about what's coming in. What messages do you have for us? Six of Wands. I love that. Recognition. Six of Wands, 10 of Swords. Also, I'm not going to take reversals unless I feel called to. Six of Wands, 10 of Swords. Yes. I feel like, so we got the Six of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the Libra card, Justice. All right. So I feel like we're stepping into a time where we're done with the illusions. We are closing out cycles. I mean, this is the year 9, which is all about, the number 9 is all about closing out cycles. But I feel like we're closing out this 10-15 year cycle of like deception, illusions, lies, betrayal, pain, painful endings that we've had to heal from. And I feel like we're finally going to start to come into balance with this new moon. I mean, Libra is a sign that's all about balance, all about harmony and relationships and equality and truth and fairness. All right. So I feel like overall, this is the energy that we're moving away from, right? We finally see the light. We're starting to see people, things, and relationships for who and what they really are. With the Six of Wands here, I feel like there's movement, right? There's movement towards victory. There's movement towards recognition and success. Tell me more here, Spirit. Whoa, too many cards. I'm not going to take these, but I am going to take Two of Cups. I'm here for it. All right. If you are looking for love, right? And Libra, again, is a sign of relationships. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love, although I feel a very strong energy. And I told you guys already, I've been picking this up for the past couple months, that twin flames, soulmates, life partners are finally coming into union. And I know I say that, and listen, I'm single too. So I feel you if you're single and you're like, yeah, when? Where is she? Where is he? They're around there. They're coming. They're around the corner, right? I know. I can feel it. I can feel this energy of love and partnership and commitment for those who have been single for a long time now. And the Two of Cups is definitely an omen of that. Okay, with the Justice card and the Two of Cups, this could also be, you know, not just, you know, relationship contracts and actually like getting married, getting proposed to, or just stepping into higher levels of commitment. This could also be contracts when it comes to your relationships at work, new positions, new jobs, new partnerships, okay, in business. If you have your own business, if you have a passion project and you've been, you know, seeking clarity on how to move forward or who to partner up with, I feel like this new moon, this energy is really bringing clarity into our lives and really allowing us to identify who is stepping into this next cycle with us, because so many people, you cleared out so much. We've cleared out so much. We've filtered so much. It feels starting to feel a little lonely, not gonna lie. But ultimately, you know, anything that had to go and that needs to go is going to go now, right? I feel like we're finally, it's that little light that's left as the circle closes. The circle of the past, okay, when it comes to prior connections. But yeah, I feel like there's movement. I feel like you're stepping into this next cycle collective with everything that you need. With the Magician here, this is letting you know that you have to step into your power. It's time for you to stand on and in your power. Stand 10 toes down. You have everything that you need to move forward. So there's no need to second guess yourself. Don't let the cycles of the past keep you from this beautiful future that you have up ahead. For some of you, that may be just, you may find that certain things come up as far as fears pertaining to relationships or commitment. If that's something that you have been healing from, you may find that certain fears when it comes to committing or just allowing somebody to come into your space and share your success with, you may experience certain fears, not just because this, you know, this new moon specifically in Libra allows for clarity and truth. So you see deeper into certain things, right, that you may have pushed down. But also Mercury retrograde is going to bring those things up, right? Old feelings, old thoughts, maybe even people from your past coming back up, just so that you can address and close the loop, so that you can officially close out those chapters. Five of Swords, yeah, don't spend too much time in your head, okay, about the past, okay? Page of Pentacles came out. Yeah, so I feel like this is the start, you know, start small, start where you are, but start. Six of Cups came out, you know, with the Page of Pentacles. And when I see this, I'm not even going to front. This is definitely past energy that I'm picking up. It could be a past person that, you know, has you on their mind. It could be you who find yourself thinking about the past, you know, maybe just all of a sudden you want to look at old photos, or you going through old text messages. But I do get this sense that somebody from the past definitely comes back, and that's not surprising. Again, with Mercury retrograde, the Six of Pentacles came out in the reverse. Okay, this is somebody, I'm not going to take it in the reverse because I'm not taking reversals, but this is somebody who breadcrumbed you with that Page of Pentacles, somebody who gave you the bare minimum, somebody who wasn't truthful, wasn't honest, wasn't loyal. You had a very heavy cycle with this person, or in this situation for whoever it was or whatever it was. It could have been a business partner for some of you, okay? It could have been family for others of you, all right? The Six of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. Upright, this is all about reciprocity, equal give and take, which is what the Libra new moon and just the sign of Libra is all about, right? It's about equality and reciprocity. And we're stepping into a cycle of reciprocity. We're not doing the bare minimum anymore. We're not overextending ourselves, and we're not accepting less than what we know that we deserve. So seeing this come out in the reverse tells me that somebody from your past who you know, gave you, barely put any effort into this situation, wants to come back around, but I don't feel like they're offering much, okay? It could have been somebody that you were in a cycle with for a long time, again, like I said. With the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like there's a new offer here, again, with love. This is new love. This is a new connection that you are about to encounter. The Seven of Wands is about protecting your energy, and again, protecting what you've built, what you've accomplished, all right? Not allowing anybody to come in And, you know, unless they're showing you and proving to you that they are worth your time, that they are worth your energy, that they are worth, you know, your love, that they are reciprocating whatever it is that you are bringing, okay? Because the Seven of Swords says, yes, protect yourself, protect your space, protect your energy, protect your heart, okay? For some of you, I feel like this is also about keeping certain things to yourself when it comes to certain people from the past creeping back up and wanting to like reconnect with you. I'm gonna clarify these cards in just a second, okay? I'm curious about that Five of Swords. Tell me more, Spirit. Thank you. We got the Knight of Wands. So there's definitely movement here, okay? Taking inspired action. Page of Wands. Okay, I feel like there's several offers, several suitors, and several maybe even conversations here. I feel like somebody who, yeah, see, we got the World. There's a cycle that you closed out and this person has you on their mind. But I'm talking about hard. I feel like they're doing a lot of thinking about the way that they didn't give to this connection, and now they find that they may want to fight for this connection, even though I feel like this connection is done, like it's over. I feel like you have moved away from this because it was there was a lot of conflict in this situation. I feel like either you or this person may have acted immaturely. You could be dealing with somebody who's younger than you could be younger than them. The person could have children, and that could have been a factor. But I feel like this person goes back and forth with wanting to reach out, you know, could even find themselves like typing up a text message and then deleting it, or typing up an email and then deleting it, just really trying to figure out, how do I step back in here? Because they can feel that your energy, you have an energetic block. Okay. I didn't want to pick up on past energy. I didn't want to be talking about the past, but here's Mercury retrograde. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Somebody wants to have a conversation, someone you cut out. But I do feel like, you know, you are in a space. This is air energy, Aquarius, Libra. Oh my God. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So this is about having conversations. This is about clarity and truth. I feel like, for the most part, this is the energy that the collective is in, which is like either come right or go left. All right. We're seeing through the bullshit. We're cutting right through the bullshit. But I do feel like there's somebody who you ended something with that now wants to come back and almost like explain themselves. Yeah, wants to tell you the truth about how they feel. There's so much that was hidden. There's so much that was in the dark with the moon here. I also feel like there were so many fears. And now this person wants to come in and like explain themselves. Now they're feeling, yeah, Eight of Swords in the reverse. They want to unstuck themselves, all right? Eight of Swords upright is someone, you know, who is basically you know, is feeling like their hands are tied, but they're not. Their hands aren't tied. They just, you know, were making the decision to not do anything. It's also somebody who's up in their head and confused. I feel like somebody's gaining clarity, but I also feel like you collective are gaining clarity about certain connections in your life that just aren't reciprocal, and you are not engaging anymore. It's almost like, look, you're giving me, I'm over here, you know, offering you a whole pentacle, right? I'm over here like really giving to this connection, giving to you, and you're giving me page energy, like, you know, it's just like, it's the bare minimum. It's like, no, I'm over here standing, you know, in my queen and in my king power, and you're coming to me as a page with this kind of nonsense. Yeah, no, look, Knights. Now I do feel, don't get me wrong, like there are a lot of offers, so you may have, you know, you may be somebody who gets a lot of attention, and also have several people who just, you know, are interested in making you certain offers. So I do feel like there are multiple offers here, to which you really need to, you know, follow your intuition when it comes to people who are reaching for your energy, reaching for your time. Just remember to value yourself and don't give more. Meet people halfway. You know, this is my meet me at the borderline era, right? If you meet me halfway, I'm going to be there. Meet me halfway 100%. Meet me halfway whole. I will meet you there whole. And we can come together. All right. Tell me about this Ten of Swords here. Thank you. Yeah. Three of Cups. It came out in the reverse. So I feel like though, for the collective, I feel like again, this is you moving away from, connections that just don't resonate with you anymore. And you really calling in your soul tribe, especially during this time. Because again, this new moon in Libra, relationships, okay? And it doesn't just have to be romantic relationships. These could be friendships. This could be new circles, okay? Moving away from people who are just not vibrating on your frequency anymore, who don't speak your language anymore. You speak spirit. You speak intuition. You speak discernment. They don't know that language. And I feel collective, like you're moving away from that. But also, I feel like somebody here is making a decision. There's some sort of a decision here with respect to a relationship or a connection where somebody is really weighing the pros and the cons of, giving up, right? Giving up the single life, giving up the partying, giving up, the multiple connections, and leaning toward their Two of Cups, toward their person, toward making an offer. This could be you, this could be your person. Somebody's thinking about that, even though I feel like there's a back and forth energy, all right? Also keep in mind that when it comes to connection, there's no connection that's more important than yours and God's. Yours with yourself, with your higher self. When I say that, I mean your connection to divine creator source, okay? So with the Eight of Pentacles here, I feel like this is about you really giving to yourself, committing to your goals, committing to your passions, to your future, committing to the things that feed your soul and feed your spirit. So I feel like staying focused on that, staying committed. But I also feel like this is the collective wanting to focus up on increasing, your money, your funds, really getting clear about the things that you need to balance out, right? Because again, relationships are not just about romantic relationships. How is your relationship with money? How is your relationship with responsibility? Things like that. So I feel like this is the collective really feeling like, you know what? I'm making new connections that are in alignment with me. I'm moving away from, just being irresponsible or doing too much partying or too much, too much of any good thing isn't good. So that kind of energy, all right? What else am I going to clarify? Please tell me about, I feel like somebody has an offer here to make. Somebody that's moving away from a certain party life or just being outside and moving toward a specific person. Tell me about this Two of Cups here, please. Thank you. Yep. Three of Swords. Healing from the past, healing from past hurts, moving away from third-party situations, and following their heart. Somebody here, for whoever this is for, I love this for you. But somebody here is choosing to follow their heart, choosing to follow their intuition. And if you've been looking for a sign, Spirit is saying, follow your heart. That's the sign. The sign is you know the direction that you want to move toward because your intuition is telling you, because it feels peaceful, because it feels comfortable, because it feels good. It feels like it's in harmony with you, okay? With this Queen of Cups, this also talks about nurturing yourself and loving yourself and healing from the things, from the pains of the past, right? So that you don't bring that with you into this next cycle, okay? Yeah, I feel like the days of you getting cheated on, getting, breadcrumb, the days of you it's your turn, babe. For whoever this is for, it's your turn. There's an offer here of commitment, an offer of love. If you've been looking, for your person, or not looking, okay? I don't want to sound like you've been seeking, because I feel like the collective hasn't been outside doing that. I feel like the collective, including myself, we've been healing from these things, meaning we've been loving on ourselves and really enjoying our lives in the time being, okay? And that is what attracts, the person that you want, when you become the person who you want to attract, okay? So really just embodying that love from jump, right? From now. And I feel like that's what's attracting this new contract, this new connection here that's going to be stable. It's not going to be flip-floppy, wishy-washy. It's not going to be unrequited, okay? This is about reciprocity. Like, I give you, you give me. And I'm talking about reciprocity in every way, right? This person is not just going to be available emotionally. This person is going to be there for you financially, meaning if you need something, they're going to be able to step to step up to the plate. There's nothing to fear when it comes to this connection here. So if you're somebody, let's just say you're in a situation or you are interested in somebody who you feel is out of your league, or you feel like, damn, I can't match them financially. Like, this person is set, this person is good. Do not let that deter you from engaging in the connection. If you feel in your heart that you care about this person, that you're interested in them, and they are showing you that they care about you, because this person is not interested in money. I'm not saying that you don't have to have some sort of stability, which I feel like you do, or they do. Flip the roles however you want. But I feel like don't let that keep you back. Don't let your fears of feeling like, damn, I don't even know if I have enough. Like, is it even the right time? I don't know. The World card is also a card about divine timing. It's a card of closing out chapters, but it's a card about divine timing. Okay. So I feel like this really says, like, you know, if you're thinking, am I ready? Is this the right time? There's no time like the present. So if there's an opportunity that is presenting itself to you, it is an opportunity that the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity that is sent to you from the divine, that comes out of nowhere. Look at the hand. The hand is coming from nowhere, from the sky, right? This comes from God. So I feel like there's an offer here, an opportunity for someone who has been guarded in love for a long time, who has, you know, just really been protecting themselves. There's an opportunity that comes in, and Spirit is saying you can let down your guard with this person. You can be honest with them about, you know, however it is that you're feeling, but don't let your, you know, finances deter you from engaging with this person, because so what if somebody makes more money than you? And this includes women, right? You know, it's more common for a man to make more money than a woman and it be acceptable. Nobody has an issue with it. But for a woman to be in a position of success, or who is, you know, more financially secure, just has a higher income, however you want to see it, you know, because just because somebody's not making a lot of money or the same amount of money as somebody else doesn't mean that they're not secure, that they're not stable. But I feel like, you know, it's so much more acceptable to see that, you know, with a man and a woman, that the man makes more money. But when you have a woman who's making more money than a man, or, you know, is more successful, or is more in the spotlight or whatever, it's like there's all these fears that come up, you know, about how you're going to look and how people are going to perceive you. Are you going to, you know, look like, you know, however, just images. Like, don't worry about, you know, other people. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is about, you know, somebody here is very stable, very financially abundant, and either that's you and your person looks at you in this way, or you are looking at this person in that way, like, wow, this person is really financially stable, financially set. And this might be you in the Page energy, which you may feel like you don't have a lot to give, and that person is not looking for that. What this person is looking for, money cannot buy. What this person values are the things that money cannot buy: time, loyalty, devotion, love, nurturing, support. And so I feel like, you know, yeah, this is somebody who is going to make the time for you, right? This is somebody, if this person is busy, they make time for you. If this person works a lot, they make time to speak to you regardless. Hey, honey, even if it's a quick phone call, hey, babe, I'm busy right now. Or even if it's a quick text, hey, honey, you know, I'm in the middle of something, but I'm thinking about you, or I miss you, or whatever the case may be, right? You're in my thoughts. And it could be something that this could be a situation that you guys have just started, somebody you just started dating, somebody you just started getting to know, or somebody who you haven't yet met. But with the Nine of Pentacles, this also says, start small, start where you are, but start whatever it is that you are, you know, wanting to create. For those of you who want, you know, who have passion projects, or, you know, businesses, this is really about getting to a place where you are financially abundant, okay, in all of the ways. The Nine of Pentacles is super stable. It's somebody who's single, but I feel like this is not for long. Tell me about that Five of Swords. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here? Why is the Five of Swords here? That was the Devil card, and I let it do its thing, because that I want to pick up as is. And I picked it up as was. and it's in the reverse, and I'm gonna take it in the reverse because that's the only way I want to see the devil. For the most part, it depends on what it is, but for the most part, I only want to see this energy in the reverse. Yes, we are getting unstuck. Whoever this is that has been conflicted in their head about moving toward a connection or making a move on something, just or maybe like engaging in unhealthy, patterns and unhealthy habits. This is going away, right? We're not allowing ourselves to stay in connections that are unhealthy for ourselves, for our mind, for our mental health, for our emotional health, all of that. We're not doing that anymore. We've broken free. These chains are broken, okay? Upright, this is stuck energy. This is unhealthy. This is toxic. Not good, right? In the reverse, we're breaking free from all of that. We've broken free from all of that, okay? Because you have the power, right? You have manifested this new beginning. You're stepping into this new cycle. Tell me more about that devil with that 5 of Swords. What are we breaking free from? What are we breaking free from? What are we gaining clarity and breaking free from? The 5 of Wands, that internal struggle, the internal conflict, the internal chaos, okay? And also connections that cause you chaos. Anybody that's causing you chaos and conflict and confusion, anybody that's causing you headaches and causing you drama, we're not doing that anymore. You're moving away from this, argumentative state. Like, I don't want to do that. I want peace. Let's talk about it. Let's communicate like adults. Let's communicate in peace. And, we can move forward, but I'm not doing this fighting. You could fight by yourself. You could argue by yourself. And this includes friends, lovers, family members, anybody who, I just feel like you're not doing it. You're not doing it, collective, right? No, because you're standing, you're valuing your time. Is like, look at her face. She's over there looking, and it's kind of like, you could see like, I'm not even doing that. Like, I disengage. I want no parts of that energy. Not anymore. All right. Tell me about the 6 of Cups here. Yep. I love to see it. 7 of Cups in the reverse. So we go 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Yes. So somebody who was delusional, somebody who just was, had a lot of options, somebody who had their little hands in every little jar, right? It reminds me of, that song by, I think it's Taylor Swift. I don't remember who it was. Or was it Demi Lovato? I can't remember. Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Who do you think? I think that's how it goes. Who do you think? Yeah, so I feel like somebody's coming back. Okay, somebody who just, wasn't a good person. For some of you, there's somebody from your past, again, who you cleared out this cycle of like just toxicity, and somebody who, again, had community penis. Community vajayjay. Okay, somebody who had a lot of options and, was very flip-floppy, breadcrumbed, and now wants to finally come out of like this delusional state, take their head out of their ass, not the clouds, but gets their head out of their ass. And now I realize that it was you all along. And guess what? It's too late, because I'm not doing that. I've healed from this situation. Sorry, not doing that no more. Too little, too late, right? What is it? Day late, dollar short, all of that, because I feel like you've had the time to heal from this connection or these connections. This part of the reading might not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right. Let's see what's here. 10 of Pentacles. This is what you're about to step into. So certain lessons come back around. Certain things come back around to see if you've learned the lesson. Okay. Don't be fooled, right? Everything that glitters isn't gold. Everything that glitters isn't gold. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, because I feel like, again, you're going to be tempted with something from the past, or certain behaviors, certain things that you have already outgrown, especially during Mercury retrograde. Mark my words and pay attention to your actions during that time, because you're going to be tempted to get back into old habits that do not serve you. Stay woke. Clear those chakras out so that you can be clear and receive the messages from source and make your decisions using discernment, using your intuition, okay? The 10 of Pentacles, I have strong earth energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn may mean something for you. Obviously, Libra's here, front and center with the Justice card. If shit has been unfair for you for the past 10, 15 years, that is about to change, babe. Okay? It is what it's already. The shift has shifted. You don't see it yet. It hasn't manifested yet. Hasn't materialized yet, but it is. Because the 10 of Pentacles is all about security, foundation, stability, commitment. This is the power couple. This is coming together with your person, your 2 of Cups, and building something on solid foundation, okay? And you have called this in. You have called this in. It is finally your time, okay? Divine is about to let you come into in contact with the blessings that you have been working on and working toward. You're about to harvest. It's harvest season, okay? Within the next 6 months. When I say this, bro, don't obsess over the time. Time is an illusion either way. But for the sake of argument, don't obsess over the time. It will happen in divine timing and divine order, all right? But this is what you're stepping into. A solid, stable commitment. You're stepping into it. Some of you are going to be receiving promotions or just an overflow of money that comes out of nowhere you weren't expecting. A raise you weren't expecting, a promotion you weren't expecting. I don't know. Some sort of inheritance comes in for some of you. But I feel like this past energy here, whether it's a lover or a friend, or people that you've just moved away from, I feel like they can feel that. They will see that. For some of you, you are gonna be like in the public eye. Like some of you are creators like me, right? And you're vibrating so high that it's attracting a lot of attention here. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Pentacles is that 10 of Pentacles. You go from the Ace, this is where you start. I don't even need to pull for that. You go from the Ace, this offer that comes out of nowhere, this person that comes out of nowhere that, you're attracted to, that you're being guided to, this person who makes you an offer or who you want to make an offer to, flip the roles however you want. Geez, I have to say that often so people can remember, right? It starts off, this is the potential, right? It starts off, here's the offer, right? Here's the offer. And you may not trust it right away because of the shit you've been through, all right? You may feel like you're not ready. I don't know. I don't know if I want to give all of this up. What's all of this? Maybe your single life, maybe just letting down your guard and being vulnerable. But babe, this person that is going to be in harmony with you, you're going to feel it, okay? You're going to feel drawn to this person and not really, with that 2 of Cups, not understand like, oh, wow, this is so different. Like, I find myself so drawn to them and I don't know why. And even though, maybe you've had other situations that you've been able to break away from quickly, swiftly, no problem, or them with you. That's not the case here. There's a connection here that it feels like home. So you go from the Ace of Pentacles all the way to the 10. This is go out to dinner with me. Let's have coffee. This is the first contact, initial contact. This is, we're building a home. We're moving in together. We're getting married. We had a baby. We're pregnant. All of that. You're meeting the family. All of that. Reciprocity. You're getting back what you've been giving. The Wheel of Fortune. It was in the reverse. I'm taking it in the upright because it was in the reverse in the deck like that. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing, divine order, unexpected blessings. Do not stand in your way. Don't run from what you prayed for. Do not run from what you prayed for, because I feel like some of you have prayed for a connection or an opportunity, and then that opportunity presents itself, whether it presents itself in the form of a person or in the form of a job, a business, venture. But then it's like there's these fears that creep back up. You tighten up. get with God so that you can be guided. The era of you having to struggle is over. I don't care if it was in love. I don't care if it was with money. I don't care if it was with just people getting you at work, whatever. The era of you having to fight to be seen, the era of you having to fight to be acknowledged and recognized, like, babe, you coming in on the Six of Wands, on this high horse, in light, in love, in peace, in purity, and they are going to notice you. They see you. They see you. And if they act like they don't see you, there's going to come a point where they're not going to have another choice but to acknowledge you. Some of you are going to have people from your past who hurt you, who deceived you, who are going to have to go through you to get to a certain opportunity. You are going to have to give the yes. You are going to have to give you're the point person. You're the bridge. Spirit is saying the same people we meet on the way up, we meet on the way down. And I feel like those people who were on the way up and saw you and acted like nothing, treated you like shit, disregarded you, rejected you, I feel like those people are on their way down. And guess what? You on your way up. You on your way up. The High Priestess, be quiet about these opportunities. If you start a relationship, if you start a connection, if you get this, an opportunity or whatever it is, whatever those things are, everything is not meant to be shared with everyone, okay? And I'm not saying you have to, there's a difference between secrecy and privacy. I'm not saying hide your person or that your person should hide you. I'm saying be reserved with the information that you share. Follow your intuition. You know it. It is subtle. It is a subtle, peaceful nudge, very, very calm, that says, move in this direction. Move in this direction. Tell me about justice here. The Knight of Swords. Yes. Quick communication. There's a decision here. Yeah, there's communication. Some of you might be waiting to hear from like a court case or something like that. I feel like that's going to work, turn out in your favor for sure. Some of you are going to hear from a person, just somebody wanting to have a conversation, to offer you some sort of an opportunity. The King of Swords to the Queen of Swords. All right. This is right here, two people who have been through a lot of shit together. All right. And they have individually come up, gotten it out the mud, and now they meet, they find each other, and it works. It works. Whether in business or in love, it works. What did I say? The Hierophant. This is the card of marriage. This is the card of commitment. This is the card of a higher connection. This is also about you connecting to divine creator source. Like I said, don't forget that the most important relationship you can have is with yourself, meaning God. Is with God. Connect with God. All right? Whatever it is, pray about it. Meditate. The Hierophant is also a card of learning. Some of you might have been considering going back to school or getting a certification in something. This is the time to do it, right? How is your relationship with yourself? How is your relationship with your goals? How is your relationship with your passions, right? This is a card of learning. If you need advice, you can go and seek advice from someone who is a reliable source, right? Someone who you deem, okay, this person lives in a way that resonates with me, that is in alignment with my values, my morals, my beliefs, my traditions, okay? We got the Empress. Okay, I'm going to stop there. No, oh my God, I'm going to take it. I'm going to stop here. Okay. The Hierophant, the Empress, Death, the Moon, the Emperor. This is a divine union, y'all. Somebody here goes through a major transformation, a major awakening. This Libra new moon is going to shake shit up in the most peaceful way possible. And you are going to look back 6 months from now and you're going to be like, oh shit, that's when it happened. That's when I met my person. That's when I got the offer that I wanted. That's when I realized this is my person. That's when the epiphany, I was awakened to how much this person means to me, how much I care about them, how much they care about me. That's when I awakened to the connection. This is divine love. Two people who are in their divine masculine and feminine energies, they have mastered all 4 kings and queens. They have mastered their emotions, communication. They've mastered their passions. They've mastered their commitment to themselves. And this doesn't have to be, when I say master, doesn't have nothing to do with like being an expert in something. No, this is about mastering self. This is about healing from traumas. This is what putting in the work to make sure that you are first showing up for yourself whole and then showing up in other spaces whole. This is dope. This is the end of chaos, conflict, and tumultuous situations. The end of an ego as well. Somebody's going through an ego death. What's an ego death? Somebody's deciding, I got to hang up the gloves. It's time for me to commit. It's time for me to settle down. Because this person, my person, this person that came out of nowhere, I didn't see this person, the Queen of Pentacles, all right? But she's an Empress. But I mean, you notice her first as the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody who's nurturing, stable, solid, somebody who is giving, abundant, you know, somebody who is fair. You can see this person is a family, somebody who's family oriented, right? Did I say that right? I think I said that right. Somebody who's about their family, right? Somebody who likes to cater to their person. But then you realize this person, my guy, my girl, is so much more than that. This is a divine connection. I can't let this slip through my fingers. So I better tighten up. And somebody's going through an ego death. I got to cut away, clip away the connections. It's funny because I was telling somebody the other day, anyway, whatever. But this is about cutting off the things that are no longer serving you. That includes people and habits and behaviors. So I feel like somebody's going through an ego death, right? Because we see the death of the ego, right? Somebody who decides to step into their feminine energy to balance out. And this change is happening whether you like it or not. You can feel the shift. So stop fighting it is what Spirit is saying. Stop resisting, because you're going to cause delays for yourself. Don't resist the change because it's going to happen, okay? Don't resist the change. This is beautiful. I'm going to end on this note, you guys. People are going to come into union. And for whoever this resonates with, you didn't even see this person coming. You didn't even know. Like, I wasn't ready. I feel like somebody's like, I'm not ready. Am I ready? God says you're ready. Divine says you're ready. There's no time like the present. Don't get scared now. Don't get scared now. With the 7 of Swords. Don't get sneaky. Be honest with yourself. Be truthful. Be clear. Communication. Okay? Talk about how you feel. Talk about expectations. State what you want. Clear communication. Don't hold back. At the gate, state what you want. State what your expectations are, because anybody who's not meant for you is going to automatically be deterred, and that's what you want. You only want what is meant for you. So don't get scared now. That cycle is over. It's time to build. It's time to invest. It's time to commit. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for sticking with me all this time. This is beautiful. This is dope. I receive it. I hope you do too. If it resonated with you, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how. Give your girl a like. It helps my channel. Hopefully you've already subscribed. If you haven't, go subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading or following me on other social media platforms, all of that information is going to be in the description box below. I love you all so much. Happy new moon. Peace, love, and light.